Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am very excited for this video. I say that like every time, but genuinely, I actually am very excited for this video because I went to my Instagram as well as here on YouTube and asked you guys, what questions do you have for me? Ask me anything, if you will. So here we are with a Cowgirl creator Q&A. Now, I have a handful of questions pulled from both Instagram and YouTube, and we're just gonna go through and answer them. So hopefully your question gets answered, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, question number one. How was life growing up on the farm compared to the lives of your peers you grew up around? So this is actually a really great question because I actually didn't grow up on a farm. I didn't grow up with horses. I didn't grow up on a ranch or anything like that. I actually grew up playing soccer. Now, I did live on like an acre of land up until my parents divorced and then split time between my parents' homes, but I pretty much grew up playing soccer. That's what I did in high school. And then I reached a point in high school where I realized I didn't want to play in college, and so I dabbled in some other things. It wasn't until I was in college that I actually got into horses. So I went and worked on a dude ranch in Wyoming for a couple of summers, and that's really where I fell in love with horses, fell in love with rodeo, and that's pretty much it. So a lot of people don't know that about me. It's a really cool fun fact. So yeah, I actually didn't grow up on a farm, but I got to one as quickly as I could. Okay, question number two. What is it like being an OF girl? This is another great question. Honestly, I really enjoy it. If you didn't already know, surprise, I am an OF creator, and I have been on the platform for just a little over 2 years. It's been a lot of learning, a lot of growing, a lot of trying new things, but overall, like, it's been really fun. It's been very exploratory. I've been able to meet and chat with some really incredible people, both subscribers and like fellow creators alike. It's really just overall been an incredible experience. It's not without a lot of work, right? There's so much that goes into being an OnlyFans creator. A lot of people don't think about, or they don't realize, or they don't understand. It became very apparent to me in my first like 2 to 3 months of being an OF creator that the people on the platform who do really well have absolutely earned their spot, because it can come and go in a flash. You can have a really great month and then the next month be really struggling. So the people that have been able to find massive success on the platform and maintain it over a certain amount of time have absolutely earned it, and they work very hard at it. Overall, I guess to answer the question, what is it like being an OF girl? I really like it. I love the flexibility. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so being able to manage my own schedule, do my own marketing and things like that, and have the flexibility in my schedule to be able to go ride horses, go to a rodeo, go to a roping, or whatever else it might be. I love that kind of flexibility, and I could never, ever in a million years go back to working for somebody else. All right, moving right along with question number 3. Love your morning routine vlog. Thank you. Just curious, do you have kids or want kids in the future? Right now, we're completely and totally content just it being us two. We have nieces and nephews in our lives that we get to spend time with and whatnot, but just considering our goals and what we want for our own life, you know, I don't really know. So that could change in a year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. Or it could stay the same. Basically, to answer the question, for right now, don't want kids. And I'm completely and totally content with that. All right, moving right along with question number 4. Did you always want to be on a ranch and ride horses? What inspired you to do so? And do you live any place in Oregon? You guys always trying to get information out of me. So we kind of talked about this a little bit already. I did totally have like a horse phase when I was like 10 where I loved horses, was obsessed with horses, wanted a horse of my own, you know, that whole thing. And my parents just were not in a place to be able to do that for me. So that's why I ended up like sticking with soccer and stuff like that. Really wasn't until college that I got to experience horses horses from working on a dude ranch up in Wyoming for a couple of summers. As far as like getting into like rodeo and stuff like that, that actually also happened out at the dude ranch in Wyoming. They had a local rodeo every Friday night, and at the end of the first summer, my boss let me enter the rodeo on one of their horses. Now I did no good whatsoever. It was literally my first rodeo, but I caught the itch, and I came home from that summer and I immediately got involved with the college rodeo team at my university. My uncle helped me find a horse of my own and decided this was something I wanted to do, and so just did the damn thing. So to answer the question, yes and no. I loved horses at one point in my childhood, but never got the opportunity to actually be around them. And so once I finally had the ability to do so in college, I totally dove into that. All right, question number 5. If you could do anything besides what your current work is, what would you like to do? I can tell you, generally speaking, it would have to be something entrepreneurial where I'm my own boss, I have my own schedule. I have honestly been an entrepreneur for 6 years now, and I've tried going back to corporate life, corporate work, 9 to 5 once, and I lasted 3 days. So I can confidently tell you that my work would not be related to being in a desk, working a schedule for someone else, that type of thing. I do really like working with people, building relationships, so maybe some type of sales, something. I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm totally content just being a content creator for right now. I have no immediate plans for that to change. I get to interact with people on a daily basis on my platform. I get to exercise my creative side, and I'm on my own schedule. If I had to pick, it would probably be something sales or relationship related, but for right now, I'm just completely content being an OnlyFans creator. Okay, moving on to question number 6. What is your favorite movie? This is such a loaded question because there's so many good answers to this question, right? It's honestly so hard to pick just one movie. So I'm gonna name a handful of them that just come to me right off the bat. First things first that comes to my mind are the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I have loved those movies ever since they came out. They are some of my favorites. I just rewatched all of them recently. Next is Secretariat. I love the movie Secretariat. Like, obviously I'm a horse girl, I'm a horse person, so that part of the movie speaks to me, but it's just such a great story of perseverance and faith and not giving up and leaping before you see the steps in front of you, and that's something that is 100% totally up my alley. I absolutely love it. Another movie that I really love is Austin Powers, The International Man of Mystery. I love a slapstick comedy movie. They're so good. They're so funny. They crack me up, but that's kind of all I can think of right now, but I feel like that's a decent mix. So tell me in the comments, what's your favorite movie? I want to hear what some of your favorite movies are. Okay, question number 7. How often do people try and say that they are you via texting? This is a fantastic question, and I included it in this video very intentionally and deliberately. This is something that's very common with a lot of OF creators. We have people that just, I don't know, I guess spend all of their time creating fake accounts that look ever so similar to what our actual handles are, usernames are, or whatever. They basically come into the comments, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, and they come into the comments and they try to play off that they are me. And basically what they're trying to do is get you to message them, and then they attempt to scam you. Now, this happens a lot, and I really try to do my best to stay on top of those accounts, block them from my profiles. As of right now, this is my only YouTube channel. The only place that I will directly respond to you is on my paid sites. That is how you differentiate between the real me and someone who's pretending to be me. If they're trying to get you to chat anywhere besides my paid sites, they're a scammer. So again, please don't fall for it. It's not me. Let's just put that to bed. But they will always be around. It just is what it is. Okay, we are winding down here. Question number 8. Are you really in love with the cowgirl lifestyle, or is it just a popular aesthetic gaining traction? So, I'm actually in love with the cowgirl lifestyle. I don't know if that's obvious from where I'm filming at right now. Horses galore. We have my breakaway horse over here, my head horse is in the back, our filly prospect is over here somewhere. So I definitely am not like a fake cowgirl. I don't go to the dollar store and buy a fake cowboy hat. I have actual nice expensive cowboy hats. I am a competitive roper. I have barrel raced in the past. So no, this is not something that I just started doing because I'm a creator. I've been doing this long before I ever became an OF creator. It is not something I do for clout or for attention. So yeah. Also, I don't know if you're a new subscriber or anything, but I do have past videos of me riding horses, doing my trailer tour. Like, I didn't do all that just for YouTube or any other social media platform. So it is 100% a real life thing for me. I'm not a fake cowgirl, rest assured. Okay, now last question. Would you ever do work with a fan? Now, I could have very easily just ignored this question and not answered it, but I figured I'm a direct person and the answer is no, probably not. I have never done that in the past. I don't have any intentions of doing it in the future. Now, I do have some hopes to do some collaborations this summer with other creators, but the answer is no. I don't do anything with fans. I don't do meetups. If you just so happen to see me out in the world, you're more than welcome to come say hello, but that is probably where it will begin and end. But that's just not my thing. So hopefully you can understand that. Alrighty, so those were all of the questions that I found on Instagram and YouTube that were actually appropriate to answer. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if we should do another like cowgirl creator Q&A. I really actually kind of liked doing this video. I think it's fun for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. Remember, the best place to chat with the real me is going to be on my paid sites. Don't fall for the scammers. So if you want to get to know me even more, make sure to check the pinned comment of this video or just go to my main channel page and you can find the link there. I so appreciate you being here. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.